this habit of
Sorry.
yeah. So I really overcome this challenge, my habit of not getting up early in the morning by joining your challenge, and I was not able to practice uh, some of the asanas because of my knee injury, as you know, Prakriti. So I'll take some time to get normalized with that. So definitely, I'll join your programs in future.
Sure, most welcome. I would love to have you in one of the program, and in fact, work together. And there's also one good news. So I understand, to be honest, 60%, 70% of the people are not morning people. Myself, मैं खुद morning person नहीं थी. सिर्फ योगा जब से मैंने start किया है तो धीरे धीरे I am also having a biological clock जो थोड़ा सा natural हो रहा है, जहाँ पर मैं सुबह जल्दी उठ पा रही हूँ. बाकी मेरे लिए my family still does not believe that I wake up at 5:30 in the morning.
Same with me. So I really want to change myself.
Yeah, so it's a very gradual process. Be generous with yourself, be easy on yourself. It's completely fine, but keep on working on it. मतलब जैसे 10 दिन में से हम 5 दिन नहीं उठेंगे, लेकिन 5 दिन उठ गए तो वो भी it is an achievement. So yeah, that has always been like, for me also, I've been like really kind to myself in all these small practices that I would want to do. Yes. And another thing which is good is that, after your morning, master your morning, we will also have a program which is going to be at 6 o'clock in the evening.
Oh, that's great for people like us.
Yes. So it is for those people who finds it difficult to wake up at 5:30, and it is not necessary कि आपको 5:30 बजे उठना ही है. Right? It is for people who still want to practice yoga, कुछ self care practice करना है, लेकिन evening is also a good time. So 6 to 7 evening, but we are not going to have it very soon. Maybe after a month or two, we will have it. और जब इवनिंग क्लास होगा तब मॉर्निंग नहीं होगा, क्योंकि मैं दोनों नहीं कर सकती हूँ. आई हैव ऑलरेडी जो मेरे ओल्ड मेंबर्स है उनको पता है कि मेरा बर्नआउट बहुत बहुत गंदा वाला होता है. सो आई हैव टू लाइक लिटरली take a break for 1 or 2 months, which I would not like to take now, because now I understand I'm still kind of managing how to have these juggling, how to juggle between these things and how to have a balance. तो मैं खुद भी ये चीजें सीख रही हूँ, and in the process a lot of things has happened. So मेरे पुराने जो members हैं उनको पता है कि कैसे मैं जगल कर रही हूँ, and I'm learning in the process. So yes, once again, welcome all of you. And I would just like to, introduce Aman. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, hello Prakriti, namaste. So I am Aman, I am from New Delhi, and so I am a IT consultant turned yoga teacher, yoga and wellness teacher. So just like Prakriti has been teaching yoga and meditation sessions, I have been conducting these sessions since past 6 years now. Yeah. So it feels good to share my experience with people, and yeah, so that's about it.
Okay. Thank you so much, Aman. Aman is also going to share one of the Zen story today. Like he would want to co-host it. So yes, and we might also have few challenges with him on yoga as a yoga practice. So कुछ 1 या 2 challenges भी हम लोग लेकर आएंगे very soon. We are not yet decided the dates and what exactly the challenges are, but yes, very soon we will start with that. All right, so let's get started with Zen story. Now, what exactly Zen story is? I'm sorry if I have you guys can all unmute yourself, right? अगर मैंने फिर से सबको mute किया है कि नहीं किया है, because
we can unmute.
We can unmute, yeah.
Okay, so Zen stories Zen story was used in centuries ago by the Zen masters, जहाँ पर which was used as a tool to experience or to know yourself better. ये एक ऐसा tool था जहाँ पे द स्टोरी टेलर यूज टू नॉट से एनीथिंग व्हाट इज इम्पोर्टेंट टू दैट पर्सन, बट using stories they used to discover themselves. They used to understand a little more about what exactly stirs my heart, what exactly I feel bad about, I feel good about, or I feel connected with. राइट सो ये जेन स्टोरी एक ऐसा टूल जेन मास्टर्स ने क्रिएट किया था उस टाइम पर, एंड इवन इन इंडियन फिलोसफी और यू कैन से दैट इंडियन हिस्ट्री, हमारी नाना नानी दादा दादी ने हमेशा कहानियां सुनाई है. So it does not look as, and we learn a lot from these stories, and it stays with us for a long time. वो जो हम स्टोरी के थ्रू जो भी अगर हमने एक इंट्रोस्पेक्शन करने के बाद जो भी चीजें हमें लगती है कि वॉट एवर वी पिक्ड इट अप, वो हमारे दिमाग में बहुत ही ज्यादा इम्पैक्टफुल रहता है, which we can actually embody it or we can actually practice it. Right. So that's why story has always been considered as as a tool to share, to bond, to connect with people. At the same time, we also understand ourselves better through the stories. So yes, so that's what the Zen Stories was started with, and we are going to have we are going to share two Zen stories today. One I would share, one Aman would share, and what we will do is Zen Stories सुनने के बाद we will just take 2 minutes to kind of reflect on it, or maybe 2 minutes wherein we'll just close our eyes and sit with the story and take a minute or so वहाँ जहाँ पे हम meditate करेंगे, or you can say just reflect on it. अगर आपको meditation word से परहेज है तो हम सिर्फ उसको सेल्फ रिफ्लेक्ट करेंगे, बट एक्चुअली यू आर स्टिल मेडिटेटिंग. ओके, सो उसको या so yes, so we'll just take out 1 or 2 minutes and then we'll do our sharing that what is it that actually touched my heart. वो कौन सी चीज थी जो मुझे बहुत ही ज्यादा पसंद आई, जो मुझे नहीं पसंद आई, या फिर जो मुझे मेरा एक वैल्यू से कनेक्ट कर पाई. So that's what we will do, and and these stories are very short. These are just like 2 minutes or 3 minute stories. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि 1 घंटा आप बैठे रहोगे, आप कहानी सुनते रहोगे, and वैसा वैसा नहीं है. So yes, let's get started. So are you all ready? थोड़ी सी कहानी, चाय टाइम कहानी. Okay. All right. Hi, Lovely. So we have Lovely, and hi, Manish. How are you? Hi,
Hi.
Ashish. So good to see all of you joining. Yeah. Thank you once again. We just had a short introduction about what Zen stories are, how the Zen master used to use it as a tool of self-discovery. And now we will start. So shall we start with Aman? Shall we start with the story?
Yeah, sure. Sure, let's do that.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, hello everyone. So I'll begin with the story. ठीक है, तो इसको मैं हिंदी में नरेट करता हूँ आपको. तो एक किसान था और उसका एक बेटा था. तो किसान अपने खेत में बहुत काम किया. उसने बहुत सालों तक उसने सींचा खेत को और बीज बोए, पूरा प्रोसेस एंड टू एंड उसने करा और बहुत फसलें काटी. ठीक है, तो अब यही टीचिंग उसने अपने बेटे को भी दी. उसने अपने बेटे को पूरा प्रोसेस सिखाया कि उसको कैसे करना है, क्या करना है. और ऐसे ही साल बीतते गए और वो बूढ़ा होता गया किसान, और उसका बेटा फिर उसने पूरा जो है वो प्रोसेस उसको हैंड ओवर कर दिया, क्योंकि अब वो इतना बुजुर्ग हो गया था कि उससे अब काम नहीं हो रहा था. तो उसको फाइनली वो छोड़ना पड़ा एंड वो उसने ना रेस्ट करना शुरू करा. ही यूज्ड टू जस्ट अपने ही खेत में वो एक चारपाई पे लेटा रहता था, और अभी भी वो काम तो करना चाहता था, बट उसकी फिजिकल बॉडी में उतनी ताकत नहीं थी कि वो उसे अलाउ कर सके कि वो काम करे. तो वो अपनी चारपाई पे लेटा रहता था, ऑब्जर्व करता था अपने बेटे को, और उसका बेटा भी उसको ऑब्जर्व करता था एवरी डे. तो ऐसे कुछ दिन बीते, ठीक है, कुछ महीने बीते. फिर उसके बेटा, जो उसका बेटा था किसान का, वो अपने पिता को देखता था चारपाई पे लेटे लेटे, और उसके मन में बार बार ये ख्याल आता था कि अब तो ये किसी काम के ही नहीं है, मतलब अब ही इज नॉट एबल टू वर्क, वो कुछ कर ही नहीं पा रहे, तो अब इनका कोई पर्पस ही नहीं है लाइफ में, राइट? तो उसके जो किसान का बेटा था, उसके मन में ऐसे विचार आने लगे। तो फिर फाइनली उसने क्या करा, ये विचार तो उसके मन में आ ही रहे थे, तो उसने क्या करा कि एक दिन उसने एक कफिन बनाया, और वो अपने पिताजी की चारपाई के पास ले गया। और फिर उसके पिताजी ने वो देखा कफिन, वो बिना बोले कुछ समझ गए, और उन्होंने क्या करा, वो चुपचाप जाके उस कफिन में लेट गया। ठीक, तो फिर उसने क्या करा, वो कफिन को बंद करा, उसने भी कुछ नहीं बोला। ठीक है, इट वॉज लाइक अनसेड, एक कन्वर्सेशन चल रहा था उनके बीच में विदाउट वर्ड्स। ठीक है, तो उसने कफिन को खींचा, और जो उनका खेत था वो एक पहाड़ के ऊपर था, तो वो क्या करा, उसने एक एज पे ले गया, वो क्लिफ की एज पे ले गया, और वहां पे फिर उसको ना एक टैपिंग सुनाई दी अंदर से। तो उसने कफिन खोला, तो उसके पिताजी अभी भी वहां पे शांति से लेटे हुए थे, कुछ कुछ बोल नहीं रहे थे, और कोई उनके फेस पे कोई टेंशन नहीं थी, कोई एंग्जाइटी, कोई एंशियसनेस नहीं थी, देयर वाज नो स्ट्रेस देयर। तो फिर मगर उन्होंने उसको एक बात बोली कि तुम मुझे धक्का दे रहे हो, वो तो तुम मुझे दे रहे हो, इट्स ओके, यू अभी भी तुम मुझे धक्का दे सकते हो, मगर तुम ये जो तुमने कफन बनाया है, इसको तुम सेव करके रख लो, ये तुम्हारे काम आएगा आगे। ठीक है, सो एवरीवन इज विद मी, समझ में आया? ठीक है, सो लेट्स टेक maybe 2-3 minutes, close your eyes, just be with yourself, be with the story, and allow this to sink in, in your subconscious, and let's see कि क्या आता है ऊपर, what do you understand out of it. So you don't have to think, don't think consciously, just subconsciously, just be with it, and let's reflect on it. Okay, so let's just close our eyes for a few minutes, next 2-3 minutes maybe, then Prakriti will call us back. So I would request everyone to mute themselves.
Slowly start to become aware of your breath, of your breathing. Take 2 to 3 deep breaths right up to your belly. All the way inhale deeply. And you exhale gently and softly. Once again, inhale deeply. And you exhale gently and softly. And you can slowly open your eyes. Okay. All right. So Aman just said a very short, simple story, but I'm sure like it has a lot of different perspective, and very interesting thing about Zen story is it is multi-layered, it is versatile, और इसमें जो आपको सही लगता है वो सही है, जो आपको गलत लगता है वो आपके लिए गलत है. Nothing is a universal concept. So it's very personal level of interpretation, you can say. So let's just quickly, we can share that what is it that really, what was the message that you think this story had? ये स्टोरी में आपके लिए वो मैसेज क्या था, या फिर आपके लिए मैसेज भी नहीं, और what was it that you really liked about it or you did not like about the story? Hello Kalpesh ji, welcome. Good to see you. I'm sorry, I don't know अगर आप अभी join हुए, but we just had one story, but no problem. दूसरी story आएगी अभी. Yeah. So what is it that you would like to share?
Okay, let's start with Abhishek maybe. Abhishek, you want to go first?
Actually, I got distracted in between stories, so I didn't hear completely because there was noise going on. कुछ आवाज चल रही थी घर में और कुछ काम भी चल रहा था.
No problem.
मैं पूरी सुन नहीं पाया, तो वो पर्सपेक्टिव मुझे एग्जैक्टली मैं बता नहीं सकता हूँ.
Okay.
पूरी सुनी नहीं है तो.
Okay, no problem. So किसने पूरी स्टोरी सुनी? Let's see. Okay. Yeah, so Ashish, would you like to share anything?
Yeah, so the most fascinating part of the story for me was the cool and quiet nature of that particular father. So इतना सब कुछ हो रहा था, but he was very silent, he was very peaceful, calm and quiet. So that is something which fascinated me. And obviously the last words कि यार ये जो coffin है वो संभाल के रखो, आपके काम आएगा. Gives a very powerful message कि जो आप दूसरों के साथ कर रहे हो, obviously the same is going to happen with you. So be cautious of your actions, be cautious of your thoughts. So that was a very good reminder. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's very true. And I think did we, yeah, I mean, I can completely resonate with what you said. And for me also, let me share my perspective to it. So thank you so much, Ashish, for sharing. And so my perspective for this was when I read this and when I heard the story, um, it was like how we put a lot of importance to जैसे वो selfish attitude कि अगर ये बंदा या बंदी अब मेरे काम का नहीं है या काम की नहीं है, so it does not make sense for us to really nourish or nurture that person या फिर support that person. So वो जो the attitude of always getting something in return, always gaining something, to always take from people, from situation, what is my advantage in this, मेरा इसमें फायदा क्या है, तो वो चीज जो हम dominating thought which was there कि इस चीज में मेरा फायदा है या नहीं है. So like we constantly are in that thing. Yeah.
So anyone else has anything more to share on the story? किसी का कुछ और perspective हो?
Hi Isha. Hi Kishore. Okay.
Actually, I missed the story. I'm sorry to bother everybody. What happened is, okay, he takes the coffin. I was driving at that time, so he takes the coffin at the edge, and then some noise comes. Then can you complete that part? After that, I didn't get it.
Okay. Yeah. So, okay, let me just, shall I, do you want to like repeat this or, okay, let
Yeah,
me
so
just
nice.
fatafat say repeat the
Short.
story because I think 3-4 of them joined Abhi right now. So
Yes,
the
actually, I
story,
have just joined in.
yes,
Yeah,
Isha.
I have just joined in, so it would be grateful if you repeat.
Yes, sure. Okay. So Isha, the story is, मैं English में भी बोलूँगी so that Manish can also actually kind of, understand. So I'm going to say it in English. So there's a farmer. एक farmer होता है. वो बहुत अच्छे से खेती करता है, like he's farming and all. And then his son, he grows up, and now his son is doing all the work that the farmer used to do. Okay, Rose every day he used to go to the farm and hard working, बहुत ही अच्छे से काम कर रहा है, बहुत ही मस्त पसीना बहाना every single day, very hard working farmer's son. But the farmer now retires and then वो सिर्फ सो रहा है. Every day he would go with the son, but he will just rest, and because he starts to grow old, he is not able to really do much of the physical activity जो फार्मिंग में नेसेसरी है. राइट, तो वो ज्यादा मेहनत नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, तो ही इज रेस्टिंग. बट एवरी डे द सन विल लुक एट हिम, हिज फादर, एंड देन ही विल बी लाइक लिटिल एंगर थोड़ा सा ऐसे सप्रेस होकर एवरी सिंगल डे. वन डे ही थिंक्स कि ये तो मेरे कुछ काम का नहीं है. He is of no use for me now. My father is of no use now. He just comes and rests in the farm, and he would. So what do I do of him? What should I do? So now every single day he would think, kya karu. Then one fine day, what he does is, he takes a wooden coffin. अब ये वुडन कॉफिन को वो बनाता है मस्त at the size of his father. And one day the father would upfrontly go and sit in the coffin. The son then goes to the top of the cliff और उसको push करने जा रहा है. But before he pushes it, he would want to see his father's face one last time. And he opens up the coffin. जैसे ही कॉफिन ओपन करते हैं तो he sees that the father's face is wide awake and his face is very calm. He's not afraid at all. जो कुछ भी, he's going to push the coffin, but he's not afraid. And he just says that, listen son, don't see, I will come out of the coffin and you can push me. एंड मैं जानता हूं कि मैं तो किसी काम का नहीं हूं, लेकिन ये जो वुडन कॉफिन है वो बहुत काम की है. सो ही सेज दैट आई एम ऑफ नो यूज, बट सन, दिस वुडन कॉफिन इज ऑफ ग्रेट यूज. सो दिस इज द स्टोरी. Right?
I would like to put in one more version of it in the Indian version, just to bring these people, everybody up to date. I've heard it in my childhood. एक माँ होती है, सिमिलरली वो उसके बहू बेटे आते हैं, तो बहू बोलती है कि मेरे को माँ का कलेजा चाहिए, तो लड़का कलेजा चीर के निकाल लेता है. और जैसे वो लड़का बेटा जा रहा होता है तो वो उसको पत्थर पे गिर जाता है, तो उसके माँ के कलेजे से आवाज निकलती, बेटा संभाल के. I mean, this is what I'd heard in my childhood. So it is that cyclic. Of course, it shows one cycle coming and the other. This world is moving in cycles. You are passing through a peak, and then you are obviously completing the circle, and then the next generation comes and the next generation comes. One thing it teaches you, the first generation has to look after the previous generation. Second, the older generation is always having the concern of the younger people, always, in whatever way, and whether it is about monetary value or otherwise. One more was there where, the father, the son throws the mother to old age home, and old age home में जाता है तो his son also goes with him, and what the son says to the father कि आपके पास इतना पैसा है, ये ओल्ड एज नर्सिंग होम में ना पंखा लगवा लो. क्यों पंखा लगवा लो? कि बाद में जब मैं आपको छोड़ूंगा तो आपको गर्मी ना लगे.
Yeah.
So this is various versions I am just putting to you all in the story. Okay,
different
cyclicality.
perspective.
Yeah. So these two things, I mean, I hope you all can correlate much better. I mean,
Right.
that's it.
Right. Thank you so much, Kishore ji. Yes, sometimes we tend to neglect, when we start to age, it is difficult for us to really manage sometimes, and it can be a little like handling so many responsibilities, and then sometimes we tend to ignore the needs of our older generation, and that is of course one of the thing that we can we can reflect on it. Yes.
I'll continue one of the forwards I read in yesterday in WhatsApp, that your parents don't need tears when they die. They need care, love, and time when they are living.
Yeah.
That's
There's one more important point which I felt is the coffin was made of wood, and why he said that कि बेटा मैं तो अभी कुछ काम का नहीं हूं, लेकिन ये वुडन कॉफिन बहुत काम का है, because it was made of wood. So that is like my perspective, like how the natural resources is actually we are not like we are not, like this is again one of my perspective.
No, I would put it in another perspective. Sorry, the perspective here is that देखो लकड़ी है, कॉफिन है, उसके पैसे लगेंगे, तो इससे बेटर है मैं तो मेरे को ऐसे ही धक्का दे दे, उसमें भी तेरा वुड का और तेरा लेबर भी लगा है, वो भी मेरे को नहीं चाहिए, ऐसे ही मेरे को धक्का दे दे, ये तेरे ही काम आ जाएगा.
Yeah, right. So yeah, this was like one story. Now if anybody wants to share, they can put it in the chat. We will start with, it's already 5:50. We'll start with second story. So the second story is again, it's a very short story, and we can just listen to it and then put it our perspective or our whatever we feel as a message in the chat room. Sorry. So the second story says that there is a Zen master, and this Zen master is like mast meditate kar rahe hai bahut achhe se, there is a music going on around, and this person is having that very Zen smile on the face, and very very calm and composed. And then his one of the shishya comes, जो आते हैं, and then he's saying कि Zen master, मुझे I want to learn your philosophy and become a master of it. How can I master it? So he says that how much time will it take, Zen master, मुझे बताओ. So then he says कि आपको it will take 20 years. So he's like 20 years, but I'm going to devote 12 hours, 18 hours. आप कितना बताओ, आप कितना टाइम बोलोगे? 20 साल, 20 घंटे दिन के, तो I am ready. Just tell me like how much time will it take for me to become a master? So then master says that it might take another 10 years. So then he's saying, no, you're not understanding. See, मुझे जल्दी से master बनना है, तो आप मुझे बताओ कि मुझे कितना time लगेगा. So then the master says that I'm sorry, I think it will take around 30 to 40 years now for you to become a master. So then he So that's it. That is the story. Right. So why do you think that he was increasing the time? Why was the master just increasing the time? The more he questions, the more time he was increasing.
The more you want something, the further it gets away from you.
Sorry?
The more that you want something, the further it gets away from you.
The more you
want it too
get
much.
something, it gets away from you. Okay. That's a nice perspective. What else?
देखो उसमें इतनी इमेच्योरिटी थी और जितना उसमें उतावलापन था, द मोर फास्टर ही वांट्स टू बिकम द मोर इमेच्योर ही इज, उसको वो लेवल ऑफ ज़ेन तक पहुंचने के लिए नेचुरली बहुत ज्यादा वक्त लगेगा। पहले तो उसने रेगुलर अनुमान किया, लेकिन बाद में तो उसने बार बार क्वेश्चन से उसकी इमेच्योरिटी और इम्पेशेंसी झलक आई। उसका मतलब he still got a long way to go, much longer than normal.
Yeah, right.
I mean, that could be taken in a bigger way in life.
Right. Okay. So Kishorji says that the more he wants to get something, the more immature he was behaving and impatient he was behaving. And so it's going to take even more time. Okay, great. Who else has a different view or a perspective?
So had it been, am I audible?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So had it been a bright student, he would have understood that if the master is saying something, I should take it the way it is without questioning, and overlapping that particular conversation. And once he showed that, okay, I'm impatient and all, and master increased the time. That is what I felt.
Okay, yes, that's also a great perspective. Yes, so olden times, Mehul, what used to happen is ki we had this Guru Shishya wala pratha, wherein the Shishya would never question whatever master is saying. They would just completely जो भी accept, जो भी आप बोल रहे हो बस वही मेरे लिए सत्य है. That is the truth, and I'm going to very gracefully accept it. So in those times, like it is all about maybe it is about surrendering, or maybe it is about just gracefully accepting. And जो हमारा ego है, it is the ego or the mind which has a lot of questions. But if you go beyond the ego, then most of the time it's about gracefully just accepting whatever is coming. You're just receiving it. So yes, a very good perspective. Thank you, Mehul, once again. Okay, great. Who else has a कुछ और कुछ share करना चाहते हो? Yes. Hi, Kalpesh. Yes.
Yes. Like one thing I have observed and I have feel in my study also that the boss is always right. So don't go against him. This is one thing. And when you are not concentrating on work and you are concentrating only on result that he was doing, that he was becoming a master. He wants to become a master, but he don't want these the long journey to get it to that master part. So when you are concentrate not on work but on result part only, then it will take longer than the normal time. And that was I think the perspective of that master also, that he wants to say him that before even starting, how can you think even about the end part of that end result of that. So that is my perspective, that we should concentrate on today and concentrate on work rather than concentrating on result part only. So that's what I feel.
Right. Yeah. Very good. Again, a very different perspective. Ki, focusing not only on the result but also in the process, and it's the process which makes us master. It's not just reaching there, it is how we are reaching maybe to that destination. So yeah, thank you so much, Kalpesh. Yeah, great.
Sorry, today I'm in a talkative mood.
Yes, Vijay. Yes. Hi, Vijay.
No, this is Kishore here.
Okay, sorry. There was Vijay also.
Yeah, I'll just put in sorry, Vijay. Today I'm in a talkative mood. I apologize. The point is that when you're talking of Zen, like a certain level. Of course, I like Kalpesh's issue that the boss is always right or concentrate on the work. But here Zen means you are reaching some absolute level that is going to take time. I'm putting in another short story which I'd heard about Picasso. Picasso painted for 1 minute and he got $1 million.
वीडियो ऑफ करके हो
Hello, am I
Yeah,
audible?
yeah. Sorry.
Some issues. Yeah. So what happened? Picasso painted for about 1 minute and he got $1 million. So people, one of the guys said, "Wow, it's so great. That for 1 minute work you're getting so much." He says, "But to reach this level, it took me 25 years to learn." That's the story.
Yeah. So, the interesting thing about Zen stories is whatever feels right to me may not feel right to all of you. That's the interesting part about Zen, because the storyteller will never say this is the only right thing, this is the only wrong thing. It's about what is it, that one thing that we want to take from that story, and that becomes the right for just me. So for example, if I feel that in the first story my message was maybe the coffin was made from wood, and wood is more valuable, so that is what I'm going to take. But maybe for you it would not be the same thing. So similarly, we are not going to let's not see like if what is the most right thing here. Let's just see that what is it that I would want to take from here. Okay, that's also having more of a active listening, or maybe we are not going to argue here that what is the right and what is wrong. There is nothing right, there is nothing wrong, to be honest. That's the truth, right? कुछ 100% सही नहीं होता है, कुछ भी 100% गलत नहीं होता है. So it's okay. I mean, we are just understanding and taking in new perspective, different perspective, which is going to open our minds. So that is what the entire concept of Zen stories are. Okay, all right, great. So now anybody else wants to share anything?
I have one more perspective over here. Okay. So, okay, if we see both the sides of the story, okay, one thing is that the student is also willing to go to that journey, right? He is there. He is there on the spot. He is there asking the question, and also desperation. So desperation or being impatient at time, it is good. It is a good thing if the master is real, who can nurture him and bring that energy into the right how. Then also it can be a fruitful result going ahead for both of them. So in corporate world, we also we live in a corporate world, and we need people who are ambitious and who want to make their journey fast. And these are the real productive people as well.
Right. Yeah, that's also true. I mean, yeah, that's also a very good and new and powerful perspective, that we are all here. We want to like accelerate ourselves, accelerate our process, accelerate our success. We want to reach there, to usko fast kaise karna hai. So that's also something which we want to do, like, all right. अब मुझे ना यहाँ पे ये जो विंडो है उसका स्क्रीनशॉट कैसे लेना है वो मुझे नहीं पता, तो मैं फोन से ले रही हूँ. ओके, सो प्लीज स्विच ऑन योर कैमरास and you guys can smile. Uske baad we will be discussing few more things, but please switch on your cameras, all of you, and you can hi or you can just smile. Good to see Isha Mangla after a long time. And Radhika. Hello.
Hi.
And who else? Bijay ji, please, I would like to see your face also. 1, 2, 3 and smile. Thank you. यार मुझे कोई कोर्स करवा दो ये सब चीजों के लिए, फ्री में. हाँ, फ्री में. I'm not going to pay.
You can just go ahead and push this print screen button on your laptop.
Sorry, Abhishek.
Just click the button which has written a print screen on your laptop.
I did that actually, to be honest. मैंने print screen किया, but शायद it's not working in my laptop.
You have to open Paint or Word or PowerPoint and you have to paste it.
I'll take a screenshot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know अभी अगर मैंने वो सब किया तो I might just lose.
No, I'll take one.
Attention.
So once again we can say, hello everyone. Hi. Okay. So.
Sorry, I don't know who is talking. I'm not able to hear.
This is Aman this side, yeah.
Yes, Aman, sorry, yeah.
So I am saying that I'll take a screenshot.
Yes, please take a screenshot. That would be great. Yeah, anybody who is in the laptop can take screenshot and then they can share it with me. That would be better. That would be best, in fact. Okay. So yeah, so this was a very short, Zen story, but I hope you guys enjoyed and it was a little interesting for people to know the different perspective. And yes, now coming to the, now in February, we have a workshop coming up, which is called as Master Your Morning Workshop. और जो यहाँ पर mornings में, who was there? So these are all evening people actually, because you were not, none of you were there in the morning Master Your Morning program except Harsha.
And the morning people are not here.
Yeah, they would definitely.
They are not here.
They are not here, except Harsha. We had few more people who actually had this challenge accepted. 7 days का जो challenge था. So similarly, we are going to have for a 4-week program, wherein we will actually having the same उसी तरीके से we'll have the classes, and at the same time we have a goal scripting exercise, which is again for 10 days. And how this is going to help, let me just mute you all so that there is not much disturbance. I can mute you all. Okay. So yes, coming to the Master Your Morning is a 4-week program, जो हम 6 to 7, 5 days in a week, which we will be meeting and we will be having these classes. And how will this help, and why you think, why is it that morning is a very important or an impactful time? So let me tell you that research has proved that the first 20 to 40 hours of the time that you wake up, जैसे आप उठते हो तो पहले 30 से 40 मिनट हमारा माइंड सबसे ज्यादा रिसेप्टिव होता है. Your mind is in the alpha as well as the beta state of mind, जहां पर if you read a news, that is going to be completely like, if it's a negative thing or a positive thing, whatever you put in your mind, you will see its impact throughout the day, right? तो इसके बाद 40-50 minutes के बाद you start to become less receptive, but this is like a sponge. Your subconscious mind is most active when you wake up in the morning. So is time pay, it has been proved that if you inculcate a practice which is more positive, vibrant, which helps in bringing your bringing more balance, and which channelizes your energy, it will help you throughout the day. Your entire struggle of a lot of things, of juggling and handling a lot of things throughout the day, becomes easier. So this has been proved by a lot of researchers, and life coaches have been telling you, and it has been telling all of us, that how first hour of the day, if you make it powerful, you will see its impact throughout the day, right? So that's the reason that I have this program, which is called as Master Your Mornings. And after the class, we also have one practice which is called as goal scripting, जहां पर हम 2 बहुत important चीजों पे काम करेंगे. The first is your mind muscle, which is consistency. The second is being more focused and not being so distracted. Now, these are the 2 things, to be honest, which is a challenge for all of us. राइट आजकल डिस्ट्रैक्शंस बहुत ज्यादा हो चुका है, तो हम हमारे गोल्स पर फोकस नहीं कर पाते. Okay, you just pick up a phone to have some of your important meeting and then you scroll through Insta for an hour, या फिर हम Facebook scroll करने लगते हैं, या फिर किसी का कॉल आ गया तो हम उससे गप्पे लड़ाना चालू कर दें. Right, this is what happens, and then you again waste your time, and then at the end of the day you feel ke I was not, this is not, I'm not going where I wanted to go. So every single day, if you practice goal scripting, in goal scripting I have designed an entire journal जहां पर हम पहले देखेंगे कि कौन से ऐसे achievable goals है. We begin right from the start that what is my 1 or 2 goal that I can accomplish in this month, and what are my steps to do it, which is those steps that I can actually do it, and then what are my challenges. For example, अगर मुझे हेल्थ इंप्रूव करनी है बट मेरा फर्स्ट चैलेंज ये है कि मैं 10 कप चाय पीता हूं, तो तुम्हें पता है कि हम चाय पी रहे हैं. Okay, so that is one of the huge challenge, so we will be actually working on that. Okay, so step by step we will be working on the goals that we want to achieve, and with that we will also be having a visualization practice. So it has been proven that when we practice this goal scripting, it is also a law of attraction kind of an law of attraction activity, जहां से अगर हम रोज एक चीज को लिख रहे हैं, you will see it that the manifestation happens easier, simpler and in the smoother way. Right, I have myself experienced it. When I manifested a job in Goa, I manifested the number of clients that I wanted to have in a particular session. I have manifested a lot of things through this simple practice. So when we do it for 31 days consistently, you will see things moving in the direction that you want, not in the direction that life will take us. Right, हम subconsciously, unconsciously also we are manifesting a lot of things, but that is because our mind is not focused, and it is not every single day thinking about the goal that you want to achieve. So that last 5 or 10 minutes is going to help you to basically make you feel, take you away from the distraction and make you feel more focused, as well as your action plan क्या होना चाहिए उस दिन के लिए, तो उस पे वो help करता है. Right, apart from that, of course, when it comes to yoga asanas and classes, we are going to have traditional yoga, we'll be having vinyasa flow, body weight exercises, pranayamas and meditation. So every single day, if you see, the kind of classes or the variation is different. So this is like you can say that we are starting our day in a very powerful, positive way, and that's the entire program. What I can promise through this program to you is every single day, yes, your focus is going to improve. You will see that you're able to actually increase your energy levels drastically. You will be able to see that you are more balanced and able to respond more than react to situations and people. And at the end of the program, you should have achieved your goals. So that is the program all about. So yes. So do you want to like start your new year a little more in a focused way? Then you can join in. And yes, see, I'm not going to say that it's going to be easy to first. It's not going to be easy. It is going to be difficult. But another thing which really drives people is group classes. Especially जब हम 10 लोग एक साथ कर रहे हैं, 12 लोग एक साथ कर रहे हैं, 15 लोग, 20 लोग, तो it is a motivation in its own. You feel कि okay, see, like a lot of people are doing, then why can't I? I can also do it. Right, so group class, that is the power of people, that is the power of a community. Community is not just it's a concept which is like motivating and inspiring each other. That's what the power of a community is. So yes, that's it about the program. If you are excited about it, if you feel कि मैं सुबह नहीं उठ पाऊंगा लेकिन मुझे ये करना है, या मुझे ये फिर भी करना है, You please just get yourself registered. I will see to it that you will wake up, not every single day, that I cannot make sure, but I will keep nudging you, I will keep pushing you so that it will help you. So yes. And we have some people who are my members from a long time, और उनको पता है कि उनके लिए भी difficult था सुबह जल्दी उठना, but they have been able to really overcome it. So we have like Shilpi, then we have who else, other Isha ने तो join नहीं किया, Radhika, we have Radhika. So yeah. Right. So Isha is saying, I have joined and accepted the challenge, but still won't be able to sleep before 1 or dinner early than 11 and not even attended single class. Exactly. Right. So there is a correlation between what time you have your dinner and what time you sleep, and so that you can wake up early. So अगर हमको यहाँ पे मेहनत नहीं करनी है, हमको यहाँ पे मेहनत करनी है. I will ask you to actually work on the day before, then to actually wake up early in the morning. And how can we do that? We can figure it out. We can see what best can be done. Right? So Isha, if you really want to accept this as a challenge, then you're most welcome. As I said, it's not going to be easy, but you have to work towards it. That's it. Time is going to be 6 to 7 in the morning, 5 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Okay. We will start from 10th of Feb to 5th of Feb. Sorry, March, 5th of March. Yeah. And yeah, that's what it is. So Kalpesh ji, आपको जल्दी उठना है? Do you want to introduce yourself? Yes.
Not.
If anybody wants some help, so yeah, we did not introduce Kalpesh.
So myself, I'm a Kalpesh. I'm working as a pediatrician in city of Junagadh, and also I'm working as an assistant professor in Medical College Junagadh. So sleeping early is not possible because of nowadays emergencies, COVID in kids also. So I'm almost every day it's 12 p.m., 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock that I need to wake up till that. So it's kind of a difficult task for me, but I will try definitely to wake up early.
Right. Yeah. So those who also wants to at least give it a try, they can please, I think you should at least give it a try and see how it feels for you, how much you can give yourself. Yes. So thank you so much, Kalpesh. And he's a doctor, so he's a pediatrician doctor. Agar kuch kaam hai to please go to him. Yes. All right. So that's about it. And who else wants to ask any question? Yes, Kishore ji, aapko ek question hai. Just give me a minute. Switch on the lights. Yes. Anybody has any question can put it in the chat. I don't know whether I'll be able to do all the asanas, but still I would love to join in to master a few habits. So Harsha, what we can do is I would give you a few exercises.
My question was, ma'am, can you tell me tell us all something about yourself? Like,
yeah. Okay, sorry. I should introduce myself also, right? Thank you so much, Kishore ji. But वैसे मुझे काफी लोग जो जानते हैं यहाँ पर, तो इसलिए मैंने फिर शायद उसको skip कर दिया. But still, yes, let me just introduce myself. That I'm a certified nutritionist. I'm also a yoga instructor, and my journey into wellness industry has been since last 5.5 years now, almost like 6 years now. I was working in a retreat center, in a detox center in Goa for 2 years, in 2 years in Bombay, and have designed various wellness programs, helped them in executing it, worked as a wellness consultant. And since COVID, I have come back to my hometown, which is Baroda in Gujarat. And yes, since then I have been working here. I conduct online wellness workshops and yoga classes. And yes, so that's like a very quick introduction. My approach towards health and wellness is always holistic. I would not give any tips or any crash diets, because I just know it will not work. वो 15 दिन के लिए काम करेगा, 20 दिन के लिए काम करेगा, फिर वापस से you are consistently in that cycle. So in fact, I would like you to just break open those cycles and be free and enjoy health in the most vibrant way. So yes, that's a very short introduction of myself. And very soon we are also going to have offline retreats in Nainital. So that we have, I'm going to, in Uttarakhand. And we might, if you want to like have an offline one-to-one classes or retreat, then also we are going to have that in the next 1 or 2 months. So stay connected, and I will let you know about the details about it. Yes.
Prakriti, you were suggesting something to me.
Yes, Harsha. So because you have a knee injury, तो मैं थोड़े से आसना आपको बता सकती हूँ, which is actually going to help you strengthen your knee muscles. At the same time, go for a 10 days of a physiotherapy. And because we are starting from 10th of Feb, you can still join it. There will be few asanas which I would suggest you to not practice it, but otherwise you can still do it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so we'll do that.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Welcome. Okay. Anybody has any other question? Do you want to like really take up this challenge? Then let me know. Okay. All right. Anybody has any question? If not, they want to, if they have a question, please put it in the chat box. Isha Mangla, I see you. I think एक बार तो थोड़ा सा हिम्मत करके चैलेंज ले लो यार ईशा.
Yeah.
You have
अलार्म इतने लगते हैं वो बस के ना बंद हो जाता है. Actually, I told you, मतलब एक हेक्टिक हो जाता है ना शेड्यूल किड्स के साथ. चैलेंज लेना है, मतलब मन इतना है. लाइक I have attended yoga with you also, but it's like मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि जब तक मैं पेमेंट नहीं करूं तब तक कुछ होगा नहीं. या तो मुझे पेमेंट करनी पड़ेगी आपको पहले, so that it feel आए that कि आप पैसे वसूलने हैं.
पैसे भर दिए, अब तो मुझे उठना ही पड़ेगा. तो भर दो पैसे.
उठा नहीं जा रहा है, पता नहीं क्या हो रहा है. एक तो विंटर सीजन में हमने स्टार्ट किया है.
अभी winters are over. It's already Feb.
I just hate winters actually.
Yeah, but that's the challenge, you know. That's the challenge, Isha.
Actually,
yeah.
Challenging ही रहेगा फिर.
Yeah. So let's not take things which is very easy for us. Otherwise, तो वो तो वैसे ही रहेगा. So I would suggest you to kind of just register if you really want to take this up. Register yourself. And yes, we do have a mentality कि चलो पैसे भर दिए, अब तो मुझे उठना है. If that is also a motivation for you, then go for it. Use that thing as a motivation.
I am desperately thinking of doing that thing only.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Let's see if it could change my mentality or to wake up.
Right.
So I'll talk to you personally on that, and yeah, I would register for February also.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Would love to see you there. And yes, आ जाओ. No problem. चलो. Great. Okay.
Kids came in, तभी mute करना पड़ता है.
Yeah. All right, guys. Harsha is saying, okay, Harsha, I know we all want to know fees.
No.
Okay, you want to know the fees for the same. The fees is 2,100 for 4 weeks. Okay, it's 2,100. for the entire program. Okay, guys. I hope किसी को कुछ question नहीं है, and I would actually like you all to work together and start our day in a more positive way and be more focused with our goals, because this is something which is even my challenge. So मैं क्या करती हूँ कि मुझे जो मेरा challenge लगता है life में, मैं उसका एक मस्त program बनाती हूँ और फिर हम साथ में करते हैं. We do it like together. That's what community is. I love doing things with 10 people, 15 people, 50 people, 100 people. It's an very natural motivation to do it with 100 people. अगर हमारे साथ 50 लोग हैं तो बहुत easy हो जाता है चीजें adopt करने में. So yeah. So all right, thank you once again. Thank you so much for being here and being active participating it here. I will all see you in the class. If there is anything that you want personally, आप message करो मुझे, question आप मुझे बताओ कि क्या आप जानना चाहते हो, and then we can get started. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Take care, everyone.
Yeah, bye.
Everyone, bye-bye.
लक्ष्य, आप इतना जल्दी क्यों आ गए?
Actually, I was out somewhere. I just came in the home right now, and I just saw in the message WhatsApp.
Okay, no problem. I have a recorded. I'll send you the recording. Okay. Okay. Bye. Bye, guys. Thank you so much.